If information alone created transformation, you would be unstoppable right now. So, what is really going on? Perhaps you have set yourself a goal, something you really want to achieve, but when it comes to taking the action, you don't do it. You delay, you convince yourself you don't know enough, you don't have the time, or you tell yourself you'll start fresh on Monday, and you really mean it this time. And you feel like you're constantly working on yourself and you're getting nowhere. And you start asking yourself, why did I not do that? Why am I not doing the things I know I should do? And the truth is, you're not lazy. You're just stuck in the same loop. And the difference is now you're smart enough to notice it, but you're not sure how to change it. And this phenomenon, the psychological phenomenon, I call the knowing doing gap. It's the space between what you know you should be doing and what you are actually doing. And the part that no one tells you is that it's not a motivational problem or something wrong with your morning routines. It's got something to do with what I call a paradigm. Your internal autopilot, your GPS system, if you will. And it's the program that's been running the show without your conscious permission. And it's impossible for you to outperform this paradigm. And that's why all the work that you're doing doesn't always stick. So you don't need another book or take another course. You don't need to keep stuffing your brain with information. You need to start rewiring this pattern that's going on. And if you are waiting for the next big insight to be the one, I'm afraid to tell you that's just an addiction. Consuming insight instead of actually becoming it. And it's not because you don't know enough. You're just over conditioned. And no, you're not just going to get this because you watched this video. You need to unhook this subconscious loop that you've been living on repeat. So, what is a paradigm? Let me show you. This simple diagram changed everything for me and with all the clients that I work with. So, this is you, the stick person. You've got top part, which is your head, and the bottom part, which is your body. And the head is divided in two to represent the two parts of your mind. We've got the conscious and the subconscious part of your mind. So, your conscious part of your mind, this is where your ideas live. This is where you dream, you plan, you set your goals, and you decide what you want to do. But in your subconscious mind, this is where your paradigm lives. Okay, it's the emotional part of your mind. And your paradigm, it's made up of a multitude of fixed habits, beliefs, and ideas. And that's what causes them to make you do something without any conscious thought. And your body is an instrument to your mind. It does what the paradigm tells it to do. So even if it's something you don't want, it can show up like it's sabotaging your new desired results. So when you set a goal in your conscious mind, but your paradigm is not aligned with that goal, it will not send a signal to your body to take the action. Okay? It actually will send you a negative signal to take negative action. So when your body moves in the direction that you're hoping is your goal, it actually equals negative results. And that probably sounds really familiar. I know it did me when I first came across this. So this is why you keep saying, I know what to do, but nothing changes. So it's not that don't have this discipline problem. You've got a problem with your paradigm. And we've got all sorts of paradigms. We've got paradigms around money, around our jobs, around relationships, around time. Literally, if there's a belief attached to it, there's a paradigm connected. And because your paradigm is made up of fixed habits, and we all know how tricky it can be to change habits or create new ones, right? Then we've got our beliefs and our thoughts. It's not a simple fix by just reading a book. And this is what I can help you shift. We go deep into the reprogramming on that subconscious level so that the action is going in the right direction. But rather than pushing harder, because you're wired differently, it actually feels easier. And this is what I do. I help people close this knowing doing gap with the work of deep rewiring of these subconscious patterns, these paradigms that are literally driving your entire life. And I've worked with people who've had everything on paper, but still couldn't act on their goals. And now they follow through. And now they trust themselves to move. And my truth is that what I teach is not trendy. It is not a quick fix, but it is transformational and it does work when you're ready to put the work in. And the best part is it's permanent. If you are done circling the same mountain and you're really ready to shift, this is your invitation, not just to learn, but to change. So click the link below, reach out to me, burn all those books if you need to, but don't lie to yourself anymore. This is not another course to collect. This is your last stop before you finally follow through. My name is Linda Carmichael, and thank you for watching.